Hey everybody, First Warn Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich. Cold, beautiful day across the Carolinas. It was cold this morning, temperatures got to 70 today. Thought I'd do a quick update because people kind of freaked out when I showed that there could be a tropical system in the Gulf, but the thing is, it doesn't really change the forecast at all. It just is the labels. And let me explain. Now, we talked about this for a couple days if you watch me on air, that we've had this possible tropical system developing in the Gulf of Mexico, but it didn't matter if it got a name because it wasn't going to be strong. It's not really a tropical system. It's just a source of moisture. And I think that's what happens oftentimes. People get caught up in these labels. You got to focus on the impacts, and the impacts for us don't change at all with this thing in the Gulf. We talked about this for several days because we've already got this low pressure system. This thing is swinging down and is going to head our way this weekend. This is another piece of moisture, could be a subtropical, tropical system. It's not going to get strong, so it's really no big deal. The bigger deal is the moisture is going to get pulled up, and it's going to help enhance the moisture with this storm system and kind of merge together and then move up in this general direction. So rain is in the forecast this weekend. It's been in the forecast for 7 consecutive days. Now that we give it a name, people are like, it's going to rain this weekend? It always was. It just, now we've got a tropical system involved, so people, I guess, start paying attention more. Because it gets a name doesn't mean it changes the impact. It's still going to rain this weekend, and primarily on Sunday, Monday into Tuesday. It really could be a kind of a wet period because this system's going to take a while to move through. And let me show you how this unfolds, because it's not a washout of a weekend. I think part of the weekend is wet. The first half could be okay if you're outside of the mountains, and then as we go into next week, things get really soggy. So let's break this down. All right, let's break this thing down. So we've got our potential tropical system. Just call it a blob of moisture. Don't worry about what its name is right now. Here's our other low, and we've got high pressure over the northeast. This is important because this high up here is going to be providing cool, dry air. So it's another chilly night tonight. This moisture is going to start coming north this way, and moisture is going to start coming in here as this low digs down, becomes a strong low, starts pulling this moisture up, brings its own moisture with it, and this really sets the stage for kind of a system all coming together with a whole bunch of moisture. So let's break this down. This is tonight. We'll go through time, and I'm going to go through the overnight hours, and we'll stop this tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. So I'm going to stop this at 8 a.m. right here. So here's 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Notice all the moisture to our south. We've got the low here. We've got this tropical, whatever it is. Notice over the Carolinas, we've got some little areas of drizzle. Now, what's going to primarily drive the rain, if we see rain on Friday or Saturday in the Carolinas, isn't so much what's going on here. It's the fact that we're getting moisture in the low levels coming up like this that's trying to overrun that northeast wind. So what happens down at the bottom layers of the atmosphere, the air is dry and cool, warm air rides up and over it, that lifts the air and causes some low clouds, fog, and drizzle. So you're looking at kind of a foggy, drizzly day, and then you throw in the mountains, add more lift because you take a low-level flow and hit the mountains and it lifts the air more. So the mountains have by far the biggest chance of any showers on Friday or Saturday. So let's go through the day on Friday. I'm going to stop this at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And notice we do have some showers moving into the mountains because what's going on at this time, the flow on the low levels is starting to come in like this. So the mountains, you know, these are 6,000 foot Blue Ridge Mountains, lift the air and cause low clouds, fog, and drizzle. So that moisture gets banked up against the mountains. Now, at the same time, you can see the big mess developing to our west. Now, let's go through Friday afternoon. We'll go to Friday evening. I'm going to stop this right around 8 p.m. Friday night. You can see rain in the mountains. So if you're in the mountains, rain starts Friday, lasts pretty much all weekend, on again, off again. Even notice across the Charlotte area and the Piedmont, there's not a ton of rain, but there's a scattered shower here and there. That's why the rain chances are like 30% across the Piedmont, and in the mountains, they're more like 60, 70%. Let's go through Friday night. We'll go to Saturday morning here. I'm going to stop this on Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Our system is kind of getting more defined to the west. What's happened is our tropical system is down here. It's pumping moisture to the north. Our surface low is here, so they're still separated. Now for us, we've got a little bit of a wedge. It looks like northeast winds at the surface, but that warm, moist air trying to ride up and over it. So Saturday looks like a foggy, drizzly, misty day, but no real heavy rain. It's just the mountains are probably going to be misty and drizzly most of the day, and even here in the Piedmont, a passing shower. So I can't rule that out on Saturdays. We go into the afternoon, you can see the bulk of the rain is to our west, but what you don't see here is light sprinkles across the mountains. We'll go through Saturday afternoon. I'll go to 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon. All the heavy rain is well to our west. You could see here, if you look carefully at the way the the isobars are set up. High pressure is wedging itself down here. So this type of setup, the reason the models aren't showing rain is because they don't handle this very well. But I'm telling you, this is low fog, drizzle, and mist based on the way the atmosphere is set up. That's what we're going to see Saturday. We'll go into Saturday night. We'll get to about Saturday night at about 8 p.m. Notice all the moisture to our west. If there's any kind of tropical influence, it's getting pulled up, and the main low is here. It's tracking in this direction. But remember, there's moisture flow coming in like this. So you're looking at just isolated showers. So Friday, Saturday is just misty, drizzly, not much to worry about. Let's look ahead to Sunday. So we're still Saturday night. Let's jump ahead to Sunday morning. The storm system is starting to head our way. So you can see how Sunday, this is going Saturday night. This is 2 a.m. Sunday morning. Look at the rain moving into our area. We go into Sunday morning at 8 a.m. Again, a lot of rain. Again, Martinsville, rain, rain, rain. Lots of scattered showers on Sunday. So Sunday, by far, the wettest of the 2 days. If I had to pick one day that was going to be super wet, I certainly would pick Sunday to be that day. It looks very soggy right now. So let's go further into Sunday. We'll go into the afternoon hours. Still rain, 2 p.m., scattered shower. Look at all the rain. We go to the afternoon, still rain. It's light. It's not heavier this time. It's just scattered. This is 8 p.m. Sunday night, still scattered showers. We go into Monday morning. We have the stalled front now. The front's going to stall across the region. We'll go into Monday night. You can still see rain. This is why rain is going to be in the forecast for a couple days. So while everybody's getting caught up in, yeah, we could have this tropical entity, and this is kind of what it looks like. It's not going to be a big deal. The net income is, it's still going to rain. Rain is in the forecast starting this weekend into early next week, but no single day is a really big washout, except I would stay for possibly Sunday because of all that rain. I hope that explains it to you. If you have weekend plans, east of the mountains, you're looking better early in the weekend. Not so good on Sunday. Sunday's the wettest of the days, but if you're in the mountains and foothills, starting tomorrow on Friday, drizzle and mist possible probably every single day through the middle of next week until the big cold front sweeps across the country. And I'll show you, I'm going to go out in the future. You see this cold front coming down? This is heading towards Wednesday next week. This cold front right here sweeps in from the north and west and goes through on Wednesday sometime. We might even see our first touch of snow in the mountains going into Halloween morning. And then we go into Halloween day. Looks cold and dry right now. This is Halloween. Big high pressure, northwest winds, maybe highs only in the 50s, morning lows in the 30s.